Happy Friday, class. Last day of the week before spring break. It must be exciting. I know everyone's been working really hard and you do deserve spring break. So we have one more day and then we'll get into the weekend and spring break. So today I want to show you preservation of equality with the Pythagorean theorem. Just to give you some hints, you might be able to use it for the tight spaces problem. And then once you're finished your tight spaces problem, I want you, we're just going to do a catch up today, so I'm not going to give you any new assignments today. I want you to catch up, making sure that you're finishing your angles. So you should have one practice angle from me that I had in a previous video, as well as 3 angles of your own. And make sure that you're also explaining that and showing your work. You can use the template to help you with that. If you're finished both the tight spaces and the angles and all the other kind of stuff that we're doing, you can do Khan Academy arithmetic. Remember, our goal is to get to 100% before the end of the year. So doing that a little bit each day will help you get towards that goal. So we're going to look at the right angle triangle. I'm going to draw it a little bit differently because sometimes we always draw it the same way. We had a side that was 15 centimeters. By some unknown side. I'm not sure what that side is. And let's say we did know that this side was 17 centimeters. Now, we need to remember that this is always the hypotenuse, the side that is directly across from that 90-degree angle. So we know that the hypotenuse, or C, is 17 centimeters. We can say that A is 15 centimeters, and we're not sure what B is. So we're going to use the preservation of equality to solve this. So first thing I always do is I write down the formula. So A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to replace my values in here. So I know A would be 15 squared. I don't know B. And C is 17 squared. So I'm going to grab my calculator and I'm just going to write 15 squared, which is 225. I still don't know B. And I do 17 squared is 289. And that's where I'm at right now. Now, think about when we're thinking preservation of equality of isolating B. We want to get B by itself. Just like in algebra when we're trying to get X by itself, same idea. So the first thing I need to do is I need to eliminate my constant. So I subtract 225 right here. If I do that on the left side, I have to do the same thing to the right side. So that gives me 0, 225 minus 225, leaving B squared left there. And now I do 289 minus 225 to give me 64. Finally, I take the root, because the opposite of squaring is square rooting. So I have to do that to both sides, meaning B equals 8. So I would know that if A equals 15, C equals 17, B should equal 8. And I'm just going to take a quick measure of that, and it is roughly 8 centimeters. So that's how you're using the preservation of equality to make sure that you're solving a problem. It doesn't matter what side of the triangle you're solving for, as long as you know 2, you can find the other side using the Pythagorean theorem. So using that, if you need some help doing tight spaces, that should be able to help you. And then what I want you to do is make sure you're finished those angles and going on Khan Academy. Other than that, we're moving into spring break now. Everyone's done a great job making sure that you're involved in class. I saw a lot of kids collaborating yesterday on their tight spaces problem, or just talking to each other, asking questions. Keep that up to date. We're moving into spring break, so take the time to rest, be with your families, and take that time to breathe. All right, stay safe everyone, and we'll see you again.